Professional hydro chef. Why do you say that? My husband was very sweet. He cooked breakfast and supper for me. Oh, that's really nice. And he had a nice, quiet day. Oh, that's good. Sometimes, you know, maybe you don't want to go for a crazy day. Maybe you just want to have a nice chill for a birthday. That sounds really nice. I'm glad you had a lovely day. How about weighing measurements? Have different... Yeah, the measurements are different, I guess. The pounds and stuff like that. And, you know, we use grams and kilos and mils. And, you know, it's different for sure. I worked in a deli for 8 years. They call it slice, show, offer. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I think it's a really nice idea, and I don't see why they shouldn't do that in the UK. Why not? I don't know. Maybe it's health and safety standards. They can't use the machines. I don't know. It just seems more appealing to me. Do you know what I mean? They're selling you the product more easily, in my personal opinion, but. You know, we got our opinions. We're all entitled to them for sure. Trey. Sorry. I was like, what am I doing? Doing something. Right. Okay. I know this might be a little bit large, but it's better than nothing right now. So, let's not put that in the sink. Let's put that there. There we go. Okay. So. But yeah. I like the idea that, what do they call it? Call it slice, show, and offer. I like it. At least then you know what you're buying. So if you bought, like, say, I don't know, a pound of meat, and you were like, and you didn't like it, you know, and you wasn't too sure, like, oh, what does that one taste like? It's good. It's good. I like it. But what I find a bit cheeky is people try... I'm sure it happens out there. I'm sure it does, but people go and probably try the meats and then they don't buy any and then they walk off. Which I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it does. It has crossed my mind. I'm like, how can people be so cheeky like that? But I guess it does happen. You can't get much for £1. Is it £1? Sorry, or what are we talking about now? See, I've even lost the measurements that you guys use over here. What is it? I can't remember what measurements you used there until I saw it. I thought it was £1. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. I'm used to using kilos and things like that, so you know. I need some food. Some of that food you got there. I mean, some of this crunchy, delicious donkatsu. Is that what you mean? Mr. Austin? So is that flour or cornstarch? This is just plain flour. Plain flour. We're going to be using some cornstarch on the chicken, but we're not going to flour, egg, and breadcrumb that. We're just going to cornstarch it, cook it, and then we're going to coat it. So we're going to get it nice and crispy. I guarantee that the wet and the dry are going to get mixed up at some point. Story of my life. That's why you keep one hand wet, one hand dry. I keep telling you guys. Thread, do you see it from time to time? You just laugh when you see it. What's that now? What are we talking about? Sorry, Dark. I'm a bit lost. That's what the Chinese take always do. Like when you get sticky batter chicken, but dipped in potato starch or something. Kind of, I guess. But it's not going to be a batter. It's just going to be cornstarch. So I'm going to cook that off in a bit. Got a couple of more to do. Not the biggest of bowls, but that's okay. Careful how you word that, guys. Just FYI. Oh, are you talking about the people who are cheaper on the deli? Oh, okay. They're gone for like a mid-lunch snack. I'm sure there are people out there who do that. I swear. I would never do such things. That's just being cheap. If you want to buy something, just buy it, you know. I'd feel bad about doing it. I'd be like, this doesn't feel right, you know? Doesn't feel right. Beautifully breadcrumbed, or panko crumbed, shall we say. How's my pork sauce looking? It's almost there. It's been reducing down quite nicely, so we shouldn't be far off from it. I like to do Korean barbecue sometimes like this, sometimes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like Spain for samples, do the Ili, and if you like the samples, you tapas, you can buy it. Do they do that over in Spain as well, do they, Dove? Alright, I'm headed off for the night, Europe time. That's okay. Thanks for the lovely stream, Chef. Looking forward to the next one. Have a lovely day. You take care, Dinda. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure having you here. And you take care. Have a lovely rest of your evening. See you again soon. Right, so... carry on coating this. Might need a little bit more panko crumbs, but I don't want to use too much because then I'll just end up throwing it away, right? So, let me just wash my fingers again. Yeah, they give you a sample and then sell tapas with the same stuff. Oh, right, that's awesome. That's awesome. See, I like that kind of concept. I mean, I wouldn't go out there and take the Michael, so to speak, but it's nice to try what you're buying. Do you know what I mean? If you're not sure, if you're like, what does that taste like? You know, it's nice to kind of try things. I mean, I'm quite familiar with a lot of flavors, but if it's like new products that I haven't tried, then, you know, definitely for sure you might want to try it. Or it's just a nice idea, it's a nice concept, but I don't like it when people take the Michael, though. They're like, they eat it and they don't buy anything and then they walk off. I mean, if you generally just didn't like them, then fair enough, but, you know. If you're going in to just buy some, then yeah, taste away. If you're not going to buy some, then shame on you. I'm frying a piece of meat. Do you CA? What? 1 minute per centimeter? Or oh, sorry. I just go off feel and touch and look. So if you've got like a really thick pork steak and you're panning it, then obviously it's going to take a long time. So if I had a thick pork steak, what I would do is actually cut it in half and butterfly it open. So you've got a nice big steak and it'll cook nice and evenly. So when you're doing it in the pan like that, you kind of want to just... kind of using your common sense to know, like, right, this is a thick steak. It's going to take longer. Can I cut it in half to reduce the time? So, yeah, you're kind of looking for like a 1 centimeter kind of thickness. But you want to cook it kind of gently. You don't want to be going absolutely ham, absolutely crazy with it. But, you know, whichever. It's all good. But I'd say about 5 minutes per side, depending on if it's a bit more thicker, maybe a bit longer. But yeah, until it's nice and golden and crunchy, you should be good. And the thing is as well, if you have that pork just a little bit pink, very nice as well, which you can have. Maybe some people might frown at that. That's fine. I like my pork a little bit pink. That's what I prefer. How are you still cooking? Quite easily, because I am. Rocket Eagle. Do not try and compare normal cooking with Twitch stream cooking. It doesn't work. I spend a lot of time communicating and talking to my community. So, cook, start, cook, start, cook, start, cook, start. So, don't try and do a comparison. It doesn't work. I would have made a sandwich by now. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But this is Twitch stream cooking, guys. FYI, just to let you know. It's a different ball game. When I first started this, I was cooking at my normal speed. And I was done in half an hour, and I was like, oh, that was it. I even had lots of cooking streamers say to me, like, Chef, how do you slow yourself down? you spend more time talking to the community. That's how I find it. So don't try and compare cooking with this cooking. It's, no. Common sense. Where are we at now? Sorry. Yes, I prefer my meat still with a heartbeat. There you go. Everyone's different for sure. Wait, but regular cooking can also be talking to people in your kitchen. You can, but when you want to go into full detail, for me, it's different. I'm taking more time, my time, to describe stuff and explain the reasons why I'm doing things. I mean, if you're just chatting to people, yeah, I mean, you can just chat to them and not even look at them. But because I stop and start looking at the camera half of the time and I explain why I'm doing things. Why do you do it this way? So people are learning. This is more of a kind of a learning show, more than just, oh yeah, I'm cooking, you know. That's what I feel for my stream. I do things my way. But yeah, everyone has different streams, so if you do things slightly different, that's fine. But I feel like, for me, learning is very, very important, for sure. And I emphasize very, very highly on teaching people. Mega super chill. It is. And it's also a place for people to lurk, chill, relax. So, you know, everyone has different reasons for coming here, for sure. Now, if you got me to cook at normal speed, I would have been done ages ago. I'd have finished stream. I'll be in bed by now. So, yeah. There's different speeds for... I don't ever try and compare Twitch streaming, Twitch stream cooking to normal cooking. It's different. It's a different ballgame. This is just like mega super chill. It is. It's very mega